Beyblade! Quadstrike!
Hey guys, it's me, Champion Veltrick, and today I'm reviewing Beyblade vs. Quadstrike, episode 17. So we start right where we left off with Shu talking to Volt on the phone, and he's talking to Volt about how he's actually at the ruins where Pre and Bell battled. And he tells Volt what he's been doing ever since the end of Quad Drive. He's been researching elemental power, and he is with these two scientists. I totally forgot their names. I think one of them was Sora. I totally forgot their name. I'm sorry. But yeah, they are helping Shu out, and I guess he's helping them out. And he's researching elemental power. We see Astral Spryzen in the flashback. One last time we see Astral Spryzen until he evolves it. He evolves it. It's de-evolving, guys. To Bolt Spryzen. But yeah, we see Astral Spryzen. He launches it into the stadium, and yeah, just all this elemental power. This overly animated scene. Like, dude, why does Shu look so intense here? Jeez, he's just launching, man. But I guess he's feeling all the elemental power. I'll get back to that later in the episode, because they actually retcon some stuff from previous seasons, and saying elemental power was always there. So that was pretty interesting. We also get this funny moment with Iger, who's like, "Hey, Volt, tell Shu I said hi." And then Volt just completely ignores Iger and hangs up the phone, and Iger's like, "You know what? Forget I even asked, Volt. Why are you like this, man?" Anyways, Volt says he has to head to, I think it was Brazil. Was it Brazil? I think it was Brazil, or it was England. I totally forget where they're going, but he has to go there to meet Shu, and Pax also says he has to go, and he argues with Pre. He's like, Twister Pandora's elemental power is at its maximum right now, so you shouldn't lose any more battles. And if you do lose any more battles, it's completely your fault. You're the problem, Pre. And Pre's like shook. She's like, "I'm the problem." Well, so Pax is literally just. It's so obvious he's the antagonist of the season, man. Like, there's literally no way that he's not. Anyways, Volt ends up going all the way to Shu, and they have a little conversation. All right, this is a very big lore dump of Beyblade Burst. That's right, the lore, guys. It's the lore. But Shu explains that the elemental power has always been there. They've just never realized it, and they actually retcon. Basically, so Resonance, I guess, now is just elemental power, because they show clips from season 1, season 4, which had Hyperflux, so they are basically saying Hyperflux happened because of the elemental power, and I can see some similarities between Hyperflux and what happens later on in the episode, so they made it make sense, and just all the times Vol has been powering up, and all that stuff, that was elemental power, so they retcon that in, and then we get this scene. Okay, well, first, we get the scene between Ranzo and Bell. Bell just treating Ranzo like a freaking ragdoll, just beating him with his Bellfire. And Pre's like, "You know what? It's my turn to battle Ranzo. It's my turn to use him as a punching bag." And Bell's like, "No, he's my punching bag." So Pre leaves to go ask Iger to challenge, and I guess Kit also asks. That doesn't really go anywhere this episode. But we go back to Shu and Volt, which is the important thing. And Pax is just, alright, Pax, you don't need to make it more obvious like you're the main antagonist. He is literally lurking in the shadows, basically, like, the entire episode. He's slow clapping. He is slow clapping in the shadows. Like, who does that unless you're just not evil? Like, are you evil, Pax? Like, you have to be. No one slow claps like that in the shadows. But he's talking to Volt and Shu, and he brings up Shu as Red Eye. He's like, "Your elemental power was the most powerful when you were Red Eye." And Shu is shook. He's like, "Red Eye? Like, my man is traumatized still. Like, there's... Like, this brings me back to the first episode of Beyblade vs. Quadstrike when they were selling Red Eye masks for just for little children. Alright? Did they even consult Shu? Because he looks pretty traumatized when Pax brings up Red Eye. Anyways, he brings it up. He's like, "You were the most powerful when you were wearing a mask." And that ties back into Pre. We find out later in the episode, I'll just say it now, that Pax told Pre that there was once a blader named Red Eye, and he was so powerful because he wore a mask. You need to wear a mask, Pre, just like Red Eye. So that's how Pre recognizes Shu later on in the episode. But yeah, he's literally just Pax is just looking so evil, man. He has the aura in his eyes. Like that's obviously Ruin Pandemonium's. That's gonna be Ruin Pandemonium's aura for the Beyblade when eventually it comes out. But yeah. So anyways, we get this very very overly animated shot of Vault and Shu, where literally it's just them setting up their launch, and Ranzo literally points it out. He's like, "Whoa, we have to do very cool poses when we're battling Bell." So thought that was pretty funny. They're utilizing the very good animation for the weirdest things this season. Anyways, yeah, so we see Bolt Spryzen. Anyways, we get to see the Light Ignite Base Stadium, or the Aether Stadium, whatever they want to call it. They're talking about how it shows the Beyblade's elemental powers during the battle, making them glow. So that was pretty cool. They finally get started in the battle. Shu's launch form is the same. Everything with Shu is the same. I thought he had a new outfit last episode, like when we saw him in the ending of the last episode, but it was just him wearing a lab coat, which is literally just a recolor of his DB outfit. So they could have made it just his new outfit, but I guess not. Anyways, they start the battle. They're just going at it. The visuals this episode are pretty good too. I like the glowing effects. They're just going right at it. Vault uses winged launch, not ultimate wing V. He uses winged launch, just winged launch, regular winged launch. Like, why Vault? What is wrong with you? And then Shu uses counter break. Now this is what I want to point out. Okay, you see this shot right here. This is obviously a reused shot from ever since Turbo. Shu has long hair in the shot, but in Shu's current design, he does not have long hair. Okay, I know I sound nitpicky. I was this nitpicky last episode about the animation mistakes and stuff. This isn't even an animation mistake. This is just, it looks so weird because Shu has long hair with his DB outfit, even though he doesn't have long hair in his DB outfit. It's so weird. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. They could have just used a new animation for Shu, and I'll come back to that with Spryzen. When they both Vault and Shu are powering up, we see Valtrix's avatar, and then we see Shu powering up, the same animation for all that. That's fine. Bolt Spryzen's avatar, okay, it's just Astral Spryzen. I'm not even joking. There's no minor changes or anything. It's not like World Night when they barely changed anything. They could have at least changed a tiny thing. No, it's just Astral Spryzen's avatar. They could have at least made it black, man. I miss seeing Spryzen with black armor. They could have done that, and I would have been happy with that. But no, it's just plain old Astral Spryzen's avatar. I sound so nitpicky, I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, they're going around again. They're about to clash, and Iger's like, this is it. This is gonna be the final clash. And they're just going at it, literally just going at. This shot reminds me of the shot from Beyblade vs. Surge when Vault and Shu were battling with Lane and Mentaro. And then this giant like light just engulfs the entire area. And we find out that Shu actually won by a ring out finish. And Pax, oh my goodness, Pax. During this entire battle, he's been acting a little iffy. Okay, now you see the aura all around him multiple times in his eyes, all around his body. But this one shot, okay, he's not even in any aura or anything. His eyes, man, he looks crazy. My man looks crazy. He's the antagonist. You can't tell me otherwise. If he's not the antagonist, I don't know, man. This man's better start breaking some Beyblades because don't quote me on that. If any beloved Beyblade breaks soon because of me, I'm sorry. You can blame me. You can go to my comment section and just be like, "You made this happen." But yeah, Pax just looks crazy. Anyways, Vault and Shu are like just talking about how they grew their elemental power more than the other person. They start laughing. Nice Vault and Shu moment, and then Pax is like, your elemental power was mediocre. You guys have zero elemental power. You know what? Do you know what? The only Beyblade that can pull out elemental power, all the elemental power, is my Pandora. And Pri is shook. She's like, oh my goodness. Didn't you mean our Beyblade, our Pandora? And this shot, okay, I know they're trying to make it look dramatic. It just looks silly. Where's Pri's nose? Where's her nose? It looks so silly, man. I know they're trying to do that little thing like they do a lot of anime, but it looks better because they have all the detail on their face. This is just lazy, man. Anyways, we end off the episode with Iger and Pri talking. Iger talking to Pri about how she can be her own blader, and she doesn't have to listen to Pax. So yeah, that's the end of the episode. The battle wasn't as intense as I thought it would be. I was really looking forward to this episode because of the Vault versus Shoe battle. The battle was fine. I'm more just happy this it made up for the battle. Do you know what made up for the battle? It was all the lore, the Beyblade lore, they threw in there, so it was pretty cool. I wonder if we're gonna see Shu anymore in DB. I don't think we're gonna see him next episode. Because they're resuming the tournament next episode because they put it on pause just for Vault to come back so they can actually watch the battles. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna give this episode, I'll give it a 9 or 8.5 out of 10. Not a perfect episode, but it's still a pretty good episode just because of all the lore they put in there. I'm sorry for saying lore like that over and over again. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and the episode. A like is always appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.